Your reward for watching this Monday night is no sooks, no lefties. To make that the case is none other than the co-host of The Outsiders, the host of the US Report, and a man who writes so beautifully for the Daily Telegraph. Look at him, resplendent, posing, striking a pose. None other than the great James. Lovely to see you.
Paul, great to be here, my friend.
How's Morrowland?
Morrowland is good. Morrowland is big. Morrowland is busy at the moment, but we're having a lot of fun.
Good stuff. Matt Canavan also joins us, the wonderful senator who is willing to speak his mind, bash some heads together. And well done you on that productivity roundtable last week, mate. Not just open to the cameras, but common sense people. And thank goodness we got a little reminder that we aren't just out here, you know, the last Japanese soldier after World War II. There are serious people who know the world used to be much better than it currently is, and it could be still.
Exactly right, Paul. And I only had the idea for the real productivity round table, as it became known, a week ahead of time. So I thought it was a little bit late notice, but as soon as I made calls, there was just this enormous hunger from people to say the real story, to tell the cold, hard truth of how the Australian economy is going, and it is going off a cliff right now. So, look, hopefully it played a small role in ringing those alarm bells, trying to wake people up. Unfortunately, the government's round table below us was all secret. We don't know what was discussed, but basically the only outcome seems to have been a reheated coalition policy. As good as it is, it's not going to move the dial that much on the construction code. And as we'll probably talk about tonight, lots and lots more taxes coming your way.
Bloody oath. All right, adult conversation time among three people that can handle it, and well and truly an audience who is thirsty for it. This opinion poll that I showed today, and again, the Channel 9 newspapers went the long way around. I want to see a poll, simple question. Do you believe Australia should keep its net zero 2050 target, yay or nay, right? Because that is the central debate that we've obviously heard a lot on our air, that is playing out in the parliament right now, that is central to where the coalition is going to go. Barnaby Joyce, of course, is leading that debate, which apparently will now happen every Monday, the Labor Party says, until they run out of speakers. But the opinion poll that the Sydney Morning Herald, The Age and the Brisbane Times came up with was convoluted, all right? Their question, and I'm sorry, I'm going to have to do glasses on this, boys, but I want to get everyone across the question, okay? Both major parties support net zero emissions by 2050, but some in the National Party, I think they might be talking about you, Matt, have said that they would like to ditch the target. Which of the following do you think is the best approach for Australia to take? Try a more ambitious 2030 target that exceeds the current 43%. Keep 43%. No change. Reject 2030. Just concentrate on net zero. Reject it all or unsure. Put simply, 45% say current or higher. 29% say down or ditch it all. 26% say still to be committed. So I'm going to ask you this, Matt, from the 20,000-foot height, all right? You got 26% of people to win over. The yes case has, 5% of people to win over? How do you win this?
Well, I think those results, for anyone that's done any polling, are very, very encouraging for my side of the debate, and very, very dispiriting for those who want to push ahead with this crazy net zero plan. It's getting less than half the support of the people, even with a question which is loaded and says, hey, both major political parties support this. We've seen this movie before, Paul, many times. As soon as there's a contest, the polling changes very quickly. As soon as somebody stands up, one of the parliamentary leaders, the political party leaders, stand up and says that the emperor has no clothes, very soon a lot of other people notice that too. We saw it with The Voice. We saw it with Rudd's ETS. In fact, we've seen it overseas in recent times with net zero, where in the United Kingdom, Germany, the United States, Canada, New Zealand, as soon as a political party stood up and called rubbish on this stuff, the polling support for radical climate action has disappeared. And so, to my mind, that news story was smacked of desperation. It smacked of a small mouse trying to shout a big roar to scare off anybody looking to trample over them. Well, I think this is there for the taking, just like in The Voice, as long as a political party stands up and said, hey, how about we run the Australian energy system to lower energy prices for Australian families and businesses? How about that idea?